Hey guys, Jared again here on this beautiful Tuesday outside. Um, Again, quick tip for this Tuesday: don't break your hand. Got to wear this for another 2 weeks, so you'll probably see this splint some more. But anyway, came up with another little thing that everybody was asked, and it was like, oh, it's just kind of a given that I'll tell people real quick how to use it, and nobody ever really, I never think to make it a tip. So this week I've decided to make this a tip. Blockout. Um, Blockout is something that every screen printer uses. If, for the most part, you shouldn't have to use it, but there are going to be times when you're going to get a little pinhole somewhere inside the image that may develop as you're printing. And that's where blockout can come in handy. Now, when I talk about blockout, I want to talk about when to use it, where to use it. The blockout fluid I would use whenever it is inside your image. So here on this screen, there's a big circle of text with a tree in the middle. And so if there were, let's say, a pinhole, a little pin prick, or an actual pinhole. Okay, I just stuck that through the screen, making myself a hole, and I can actually see it by using the reflection, but it's right in the middle of the tree right there. Okay, and I can spin you guys around a little bit here so you guys can see what I'm doing. But if it's inside your image, the best thing I can do, or the best thing I can tell you to use is this little blockout. So my pinhole is right here in the middle of the image there. So blockout, it is essentially a lot like fingernail polish. Has an applicator like fingernail polish, but you would just find your pinhole, paint over it like that, and then let that dry for about 5 minutes or so. And what that's going to do is that's creating a barrier there, so now ink won't go through that little hole that I created. Now, if there was, let's say there was a pinhole out here, or let's say like here, I don't know if you can see that in the video or not, but there's actually a hole right here in the screen that I noticed earlier. If there's a pinhole or a breakage outside of your image anywhere, I would just use a blockout tape, like our 2-inch blue blockout tape, or a packing tape. Any type of a tape just to block over that will keep ink from coming through that area. The issue with trying to use tape on the inside of the image is it's going to be very, very hard. What are you going to do? Cut out a little piece of tape just to fit in there? No, that becomes too tedious. So the blockout makes it very, very quick, easy for you to be able to block out areas inside your image that you don't want ink to pass through. That looks almost to be dry about right now, but I would allow that to dry for another 5 or 10 minutes or so, and then we can continue to print. Anytime you put blockout or anything on the back side of a screen, I would always make sure that you do a practice print before you continue to print. So, we do a print, let's say it's probably going to be on a live shirt, when you notice that pinhole show up. Well, obviously that shirt is probably going to have to be spot cleaned for that one little pinhole. Again, depending on where it is and how bad it really shows up. But if you see it, fix it. That's the other thing. If you see a pinhole on the back side of the screen, go ahead and fix it with some blockout or blockout tape. Don't wait for it to get worse or think that nobody's going to see it. Somebody will. So if you see it here, the first shirt you see it here, stop whatever you're doing, fix it, put you down a print square or a Pellon or a scrap t-shirt, put that down, print it, make sure that the blockout's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, and then you can continue to print. But don't ever just put a live shirt down as soon as you put block out or block out tape, because you don't know for sure that you've actually blocked out that area or that little pinhole. They can be difficult to be able to see. Most of the time I will actually like lean down and use lighting on the ceiling on the other end of the room down there. I'll use that and be able to look and find where the bright light is popping through the screen. Obviously it's much easier to find a pinhole on a dark colored screen than it would be on a, let's say, white or yellow, a lighter color. But if you guys have questions as far as the block out or how to use it, how to combat pinhole issues, definitely give me a shout. It's 800-597-9530. I'm definitely here in the office, not going anywhere with this hand like this. So give me a shout. Hope you guys are having a good summer and look forward to hopefully hearing from you. Thanks, guys, and have a great 4th of July.